Facebook.
I saw on the back of somebody's pick-em-up truck today, they had a decal on their back window that made me laugh really hard, and then all the kids asked me what, and I just told them, don't worry about it, because the decal said fake taxi.
Wow.
For those of you who know, you know.
We know.
We're 20 and 30-year-olds from the internet era. We know what fake taxi is.
That's that Sega video game, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Right?
super crazy taxi.
There was one that had a sticker that said "I love cookies and milfs," and the students are like, "Hey, they spelt milk wrong." I'm like, "Yes, they did. How silly of them."
Man, I love frogs.
Fucking love frogs.
And now I'm gonna go live. There we go.
You always gotta wait for.
I always
stories.
wait for the tail end of the insane or the obscene, because it always tapers off right at about 8:33. And then I have to...
Have to what?
Yes, to battle.net.
I have to battle.net. I have to play some StarCraft.
Classic.
All right. When we last left our heroes, you guys had successfully made your way over to the Craftsman District to find basically a destroyed area of the city. A lot of the buildings had been ruined. A lot of the people have been killed. After running into a couple squads of Faceless One assassins, you continued your way to the Craftsman's Guild to find it fully engulfed in flames. At that point, Lazarus decided he wanted to ask for divine intervention and bequeathed the Dawn Father to put the fire out. Took some time, but a rainstorm began, a very heavy rainstorm, and the fire was put out. The byproduct of that situation was the lower city began to flood. Unsure of what to do next, you decided to try to find Master Darius, and you found him, strung up by his entrails on his place of business, along with his daughter, also dead. And after asking the corpses a couple questions, you had decided to... You first sent to Rourke to confirm the name of his friend, Eric Hammerhand, who then you messaged, and he had said that they were in the basement. And that's basically where we left off. Not a lot happened the last episode, but you learned a lot.
You know, it'd be a shame if they got trapped in that basement and everybody drowned.
How dare you say that out loud before we're gonna go check?
All right.
Please don't give the DM ideas.
Yeah.
Let's not leave them to drown, please.
Oh, trust me, I don't need Zach's ideas.
So shall we fly there? Is time of the essence? We're about a couple-hour walk away, I believe.
I believe we've taken a long rest, so I don't think time is of the essence.
Well, they're trapped, aren't they?
No, we just know they're in the basement. We don't know if they're trapped.
Oh.
Is it still raining?
No, the storm let up in the middle of the night.
Okay. And do we still have those bodies with us?
Yes.
Okay. We probably shouldn't just leave these here.
What do you recommend? We put them in the gutter with the rest of the corpses?
Have we seen any graveyards in the lower
No,
city?
but-
Now that we think about it.
But walking through town with bodies is
Look around. This is no longer town.
true.
I suppose we could help pile them up with a few others before we left. I'm sure crews will start flooding into the city soon to clean up this mess.
I don't know if that's going to be the case. They don't. If you think that crews are coming from the upper city to assist down here, it's unlikely. And this is decimation of an entire. Oh, this is decimation of an entire segment of the lower city. This is what's going on down here is catastrophic, it seems. We don't really know in what kind of condition the southern lower city is in. We know that the northeast and the northwest quadrants are northeast is completely decimated by the faceless ones and the magician, it seems. Northwest, the huntsman's got pretty wrecked, but it wasn't like this. I don't remember it being quite like this. Who knows how the southern corridors are?
Ultimately, I don't think it's our prerogative to aid in cleaning up this mess.
No, I just don't think any aid is coming to them. I don't believe it's our responsibility either. I just don't think that. I think that everything that is lost down here will be lost for some time and until things can recover. Maybe we put them in his shop neatly or something like that.
Well, I wasn't expecting aid, no, but somebody's got to come clean these bodies up before they start smelling. Even the upper city will smell it after a few days.
They might just finish the job and burn the rest.
It's true.
That's true. But I'm down for anything. I guess we could leave them here and put some back in the shop where we found them, and then carry on.
Well, at the very least, we've taken them from their state of display, let's call it grimly, and we could leave them to rest in the place where he worked, I guess.
All right.
I'm open to other ideas. I just don't think it makes much sense to move them around this quadrant very much.
I agree. For the time being, at least.
10 minutes in, and my word of the day is quadrant.
It's a good word.
Randy has never said it before, so I wonder where he learned it over the course of the last 2 minutes. Yeah, I'd say we just leave them in here and head to the see if there's a basement we can find at the Craftsman's Guild headquarters.
All right.
Okay.
When we find his was it assistant, we can tell him where he's at. I'm sure he can deal with the bodies then. But yes, let's go to the Craftsman's Guild and see if we can't dig up the basement.
Okay. Yeah, you take the bodies back and lay them nicely in the malleable metal store amongst all the damage and rubble. And then make your way back towards the Craftsman's Guild. Roughly 3 hours of travel later, you arrive.
We did it.
Yeah, you're back at the
Let's
Craftsman's
find the
Guild.
basement.
It's pretty much not there anymore. The rain put the fire out, but the fire had a chance to pretty much burn the whole building down.
Well, it's certainly seen better days.
Indeed. We just start kind of digging around in the rubble, walking around the rubble, seeing if we can see any lower level entry access, or maybe if we hear anything, or we could scream out for them, or I don't know.
So any of you have detection spells? It might speed this up.
No, but I could talk to the man again, and
Could let him know we're here, and
Let
they
him know
could
we're
start
here.
crying out.
yeah, that's
Come to find out, they're somewhere. They're in a different basement.
well. We left off last week, and I was saying that if we could get here, and if we couldn't find them, then I would sending to him, but to save the spell power. So maybe we look around for at least a moment to follow that line of logic through, I guess.
I think
Works
that
for
would be
me.
prudent.
Whoever wants to try to search for the basement, go ahead and make an investigation check.
I will give you guidance.
Who here is
Is
good
it only
at-
one of us, or
One of you will make the check, one of you can assist, and one of you can give guidance.
I'm only slightly above average at investigating. So, Rog, I don't know how your investigation is.
I've read a few books that might help me come up with some ideas?
One of the Holmes Burlock variety.
Yeah.
So I shall aid you.
So, Rog, make an investigation check with advantage and add a d4 from guidance as Lazarus is pointing out things that are kind of like out of place. 21.
24.
Oh, 24. You spend a good amount of time searching, roughly an hour to search a building this size, and you are very certain there is no basement to this building.
Aha! There is no basement here. We're at the wrong building.
Well, it looks like my arcane energy will be wisely used now. I apologize for you having to waste the time searching for a wild goose, as one might say.
At least we tried first.
So I'm gonna burn a 4th level spell slot on sending
Okay.
Eric Hammerhand. I'm going to say we have searched guild headquarters rubble for basement. Cannot find. Are you somewhere else? If so, where?
Response comes back fairly quickly. Oh, yeah, I'm at my shop. I figured you'd remember that you helped me clear the basement.
India, you have a dumbfounded look on your face. Do you know where he is?
We're at the wrong place.
I sort of figured that after
Well, I was hoping that
nearly an hour we spent.
I was hoping that it was going to be so well hidden that we were going to be in the right place. It is at his shop. He's at his shop. Remember, Rog, where we helped him with the creatures in the basement that we now know are the Kruthixes?
No,
Grix.
No, it was Grix.
Grix.
Grix?
Big
Yeah.
snaky things.
Oh,
snake
yeah.
The Kruthix were in the sewer, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Tyranids were in the sewers.
Yes, I do remember where that shop is.
Yeah.
Are we close or far from it?
You're pretty far from it.
Well, it's quite a journey ahead to get there.
At least tell me if we went towards it from our previous
I
destination.
highly doubt that.
Did we?
Nope.
It's the opposite direction.
Excellent.
Roughly how far do you remember it being a walk, Frog? I can't. My memories of those days are fuzzy.
Would I remember how long it was?
From the guild headquarters, 6 or 7 hours.
Fuck.
The better part of a day. 6 or 7 hours.
Said we should not dally.
Now perhaps we should fly.
I do think that might be a good idea. However, I can only do it for an hour, I believe.
I can only do it for an hour at a time, but I could do it multiple
Oh,
times.
it's 10 minutes for the spell.
For fly?
Yeah.
What about for polymorphs an hour?
Oh, yeah, polymorph. Yeah. Well, if we're not worried about people seeing us, that
Are
seems
we
to be
not
the way to go.
worried about people seeing us?
Well,
I'm pretty sure the peoples that would care were not affected by this travesty.
Let's just hope none of them are taking a gander down here when we fly around.
either that or he did not sound like his tone was not that of distress. So perhaps we can take the day's travel. What do you? He did not sound distressed. I mean, he's hiding in a basement with other people, which is distressing, but he was not crying out for help. His responses were not urgent. Come now. From that I could tell from his tone.
My preferences always remain unnoticed, but I know
Generally
creature
mine as
habits.
I would be fine with traveling by foot. By foot, I think.
Lazarus, what do you think?
Conserving our higher tiered spells sounds like a good idea.
And we're walking.
Okay.
It's the story of this campaign.
Yeah.
Where are we going? To the wrong place. Every
There's
time.
been several times. And there's been quite a few times where it's like, all right, we're gonna go see if the dude's here. Nope, he's the opposite direction.
And you were told that.
It's great. I love it.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are headed back towards the Burnt Forge, Eric Hammerhand's shop.
Oh, it's so far away. It's on the complete other side of the quadrant.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just laughing at us.
Neat.
Yeah. Along the way, all of you notice that there are shadows moving and following you.
Nice.
Well,
But they are not engaging.
So much for being unseen.
I mean, sorry, were you guys trying to stealth your way back?
I don't think so.
Or just be inconspicuous and walk?
Just inconspicuous and walk.
Yeah.
Okay. Because if you're trying to
Obvious-
stealth, it takes even longer and I need stealth rolls. But yeah. If you're just trying to be inconspicuous, there's not a lot of people out walking. So you're inconspicuous in the fact that you're not flying, but there's not a lot of people out walking because there's not a lot of people left in this area anyway.
So I would say to the group, when I see that they're not engaging, I'd say we're being followed clearly.
Do they look like faceless ones?
You can try to make a more perceptive perception check.
Yeah, I would. $17.
17. It's hard to tell. They see you begin to look around and the shadows disappear down alleyways.
So we're being followed. But they don't seem particularly antagonistic.
They don't want to be seen either.
Well, I fear we might be leading them to where... I'll be saying this quietly, obviously. Perhaps there's somebody in that basement that they want, that they can't find. Why else
That's
would they...
frightening.
Yeah, why else would they not engage? We might be leading them to something they're looking for.
Anything we try to do to mislead them or lose them is going to cost us time.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we just ask them?
Because I can't see them anymore.
If they are faceless ones, then they're not likely to respond anyway.
I mean, Lazarus will kind of turn to wherever they were and she's like, "You there, cowards in the shadow, you're not good at what you're doing. Come out, we've seen you."
Very forward.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Aren't you a paladin?
No, he's a cleric,
No, I'm a cleric, and that was a nat 20.
but he has a -3 to persuasion.
Nat 20
Jesus, you are the...
I
Well,
am
nat 20 is
not-
not an automatic success on
You...
skill checks.
I was just saying, like, it's a 17, and that was a nat 20, so this is how persuasive I am. I am not the paladin. I am a cleric.
you... With a -3 to charisma, your immediate option should have been like, "Hey, shitheads, talk."
There's no response.
Oh,
Cowardly
God.
bastards probably just want to stab us in the back.
Should
I
we,
hope you enjoy looking at my backside.
should we try and search them out, or should we continue onward?
I think losing them would be more prudence than searching for them.
I
Well,
agree.
well,
I wouldn't want to bring them to.
Myself and this one, sorry, your name escapes me. And I'm gonna put my hand on the paladin's shoulder.
His name's Enzo.
Enzo. We're not quite the sneakiest.
Yeah, perhaps you could help us all, Mordai. Those words you spoke the other day seem to at least benefit us a little bit.
A little bit. I can only go so far, but I will aid our stealth again.
I was a dragon, so, you know, it's...
I'll cast Pass Without
This stealth
Trace.
game is quite good.
You guys are trying to be sneaky to avoid them.
I think we're trying to lose them.
Trying to lose it.
Yeah.
So We should cut back and forth into alleys and cuts, turns. It's going to cost us time, but
Yep.
yeah, we'll stealthy and off the
Go ahead
beaten
and
path.
everybody make a group stealth check with +10.
Huzzah!
That feels good. 43.
I mean, I like
Wow.
my 22. All right, a nice 13.
Nice 13 from Enzo.
Jesus Christ.
So I'm going to.
God.
spend-
Come on.
I'm gonna-
The DM doesn't know where I'm at.
Not that it matters now, but I'm gonna spend 2 sorcery points for empowering reserves. When you make an ability check, you gain advantage, so it'll be a straight roll. No, this is a skill check, not an ability check, right? Never mind.
This is a skill. This is an ability check.
Oh, okay. 15.
15. Oh,
Yeah, because I used the things to make it a
straight roll.
straight roll. Not that it matters, anyways. Because it would gain me advantage, but because I'm at disadvantage, it makes it a straight roll, right?
Correct.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are weaving in and out of the buildings, being as sneaky as you possibly think you can. For roughly an hour, because that's how long Pass Without a Trace lasts.
Yar. Well,
Has anyone seen those shadows recently?
as Pass Without Trace falls off, I want to do a perception check to try and find them.
Okay. Seems clear.
I'm fairly confident we lost them.
All right. And we're still a couple hours away, right?
Yeah, you're still a ways away.
Do we want to continue to be more inconspicuous, or are we gonna go back to just kind of walking?
We can try and be inconspicuous without the aid of the spell. I wouldn't want him to run out of all of his arcane energies if we were to run into trouble.
That's fair. Are you all okay with taking a delay in our a further delay in our travel to do so, or?
I am.
It's not like we have anything better to do.
I mean, we might, but this is what we're doing. And yes, I would like to continue keeping to the shadows.
Everybody roll another stealth check. Without a +10 this time.
Oh.
Yay!
I rolled a 2.
I'm
You
gonna do the thing again.
You were less stealthy than Enzo was this time.
Not less stealthy than me, though.
Okay. Yeah, you guys lose roughly. You go about half speed, so you lose roughly 3 hours on your trip. But you keep to the shadows and sneak and are careful the rest of the way. No other issues arise before you arrive at the outside of the Burnt Forge, the place of business of Eric Hammerhand that you helped clear the basement of his rat problem, which turned out to be a Grix problem.
Is it now literally a burnt forge?
No, it doesn't seem like it's as damaged as most of the other buildings.
Would should I reach out and see if anyone in there could be in danger by those who are following us, or we're this far along? Let's just move along and go knock on the door, or something.
I don't see why not. Let's just knock on the door, see what happens.
Yeah, I'm just assessors.
Let's try and enter.
Yeah, you enter into the building. There's no one inside.
Is it a large building?
Fairly large, yeah. It's a forge.
Do we see anything that looks like a door to a basement?
Yeah, you see the entrance to the basement, the stairs that you went before.
Okay, so there's no door on it.
There's doors at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay. I would go right for it.
Okay. You head down.
I do.
I'll follow behind him.
I'll keep watch at the top of the stairs.
Lazarus will go about halfway down the stairs.
Arendi, if you're leading the charge, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
It's been booby trapped.
19.
Nice.
I think that's enough. Where's my thing at? Yep. You made it. So
I was like, if it's much higher than 19, it'd be like a shotgun.
as you're going down, your foot hits a little wire that's across, and you look down and you see a pin pulls out of the wall, and then crossbows just, and you're like, oh shit! Ugh! And you manage to like dodge a couple of them. You take a couple of them, and you take 10 points of piercing damage as they graze you. A couple stick in you.
Are you alright?
Can I shield in reaction? I don't know what it'll do, but
Shield doesn't affect your saving throws.
okay. Ow. Sorry, my cats were just literally murdering each other. That was 11 damage.
10 damage.
Okay, 53. Yeah, ouch. Don't look. Everybody, look out for traps.
Maybe we can speak to Eric, and he can tell us where they are.
How far are we from the bottom of the stairs?
Roughly 30 feet or so.
We're not that far away. I think we could just yell, probably.
Yeah, let's do it.
Eric!
Okay, you shout at the closed door.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Serendia and friends. Rog's here.
Hello.
At full yell.
Yeah.
Make a performance check.
I'm gonna
Why are you so sharp?
spend 2 sorcery points to make it a straight roll.
Okay.
24.
24. You're fairly certain you're quite loud.
Cool.
You don't hear any response.
Cool. I'll fucking burn the spell then.
Okay.
I will say, Eric, we are on the stairs. I have tripped one of your booby traps. And ouch. We yelled, but there's been no response. Are you in? If so, can you come get us, please?
He doesn't say anything back, but you hear the shifting of things behind the door, loud shifting of things, multiple things. Then the door creaks open, and he's like, "All right, hold on." You see him creep out, and you see him disconnect a couple more tripwires on the stairs. He's like, "Okay, come on down."
Well, let's go. I'll beckon to
good.
everyone who's at the top.
I'll go down with the rest of the party.
Okay. You guys head
I was supposed to do the same.
down into the basement. Behind you, he redoes the tripwires, and you see him go and redo the tripwire that you tripped, and he like climbs up the walls and reloads the crossbows.
Did he ask for all the? Did he ask me to retrieve all the bolts for him from my
I mean, like,
various body parts?
2 of them stuck in you. The rest of them kind of shattered on the stone stairs. But yeah,
Randy, did he mention the traps in his correspondence?
No.
Interesting.
I mean, we also didn't tell him that we were here.
We shouted to him.
They did tell him we were coming.
Yeah.
I think the bookcase and couch and all the other things may have dampened it.
yeah. You
I'm
said
assuming there's a bunch of
you
furniture.
said you were coming roughly 9 hours ago.
There. Still didn't tell us about the traps. 9 hours ago, when we said we were coming.
You talk in his head. I'm thinking he was probably expecting you to tell him when you were there.
We tried. No, I'm not the one who got shot, but I know India wouldn't tell us that important detail. I just wanted to be sure.
All right, you are now in the basement of the Burnt Forge, and Eric, they close the door, and you see them slide like shelves and a whole bunch of heavy pieces of like machinery and metal plates and stuff, which is why they couldn't hear you through the door.
Well, at least they're taking their safety seriously.
This is borderlines on paranoia. Are you being actively threatened?
Have you been outside?
We have. It was quite gruesome.
Yes, but
We just don't want to end up like that.
the traps, have they always been here? How long did it take you to set all that up?
Oh, those are simple traps.
Oh,
Can you tell us what happened?
I mean, the faceless ones showed up one day and decided they didn't like us. And as you look around, there's roughly 20 or so people down here. Craftsmen, a few wardens. They're still left.
You've had help.
Oh yeah, we're holding out here. We don't really have any way to fight back, not against those numbers.
Yeah, the whole area is decimated.
Yeah, we did know that.
When is there anything you guys need? Is anyone injured? I think maybe we have some healing or some potions or some things that might be able to assist if you have wounded or.
No, nobody down here is particularly wounded. We've just been hiding.
When the faceless ones descended upon the craftsman's area, was Darius alive?
I believe so, yeah.
I don't think he was, or we don't think that he was killed by the faceless ones, but he has perished.
Yeah, I've seen him. I've seen his shop.
We put him a little bit more at peace in inside his shop rather than on morbid display as he was.
Well, hopefully that doesn't piss off something else, but I appreciate it.
What do you mean?
Well, you saw his daughter, right?
Yes.
Well, we had the whole thing with the Demon Lord.
Yeah.
Did you see the demon lord?
I've started to find my new companions are really good at pissing things off.
I've never seen it, not the Demon Lord.
But Darius was alive when the Faceless Ones attacked.
As far as I know, I hadn't spoken to him.
So maybe the demon lord just capitalized on the chaos.
Perhaps, or he did it before, and we found out after. I don't know.
We had been searching for something to help deal with the Demon Lord project or problem, if you remember.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you guys were supposed to go. I think to the Dwarven slave mines. Isn't that what you agreed on?
It is.
I'm gonna invasive minds into Rog, and while this conversation is taking place, and just say, do we trust this guy?
Can I roll an insight check to see if he's seemed okay?
Sure. Seems okay.
I don't see why not. I mean, we helped him out earlier.
He seems stressed. More than a little.
Seems to be the same guy, yeah, right? So, I don't see why not.
Yeah, and he doesn't seem like he thinks he's safe. So, what was it that we were supposed to be doing with what we found in the mines, Eric? You remember?
Well, I'm pretty sure the Senate sent you to see if they had a weapon. I think there had been some rumors that the dwarves had a weapon that could fight demons. I think.
Oh, so you? Oh, right. So you don't really know anything about it.
I mean, none of us really did. We were sent you there on a rumor. At least that's what I remember from the Senate meeting.
What did they want to do with it?
I think that they wanted to use it against the Demon Lord. Maybe I don't know.
Oh, that's right. They
I'm
were
not.
all.
I mean, I wasn't really. I'm not really a grandmaster, so I was just there. I didn't really have, you know, a big say.
Are there any grandmasters alive that you know of, or maybe any that were out of the district when the attack happened?
I mean, I couldn't tell you. I've been hiding here since the attack started. We went out and tried to find survivors one time. Lost about 10 of the wardens that were with us. Barely escaped. That's when we saw Master Darius. So at least we know he's gone, but I don't know about the others.
It's been quite a long journey for us since we took up that quest. If you wouldn't mind, could you refresh our memory of the names of the other of the known grandmasters of the guild that were here when we were here last?
You dirty whore.
Oh, I wasn't trying to be shitty.
I
I'm
think it's
sorry.
because now he's got to go look for them.
I gotta go find them now.
Oh,
That was more the God damn it! Now I gotta go find them.
I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to game. Well, I guess I am kind of trying to game the system, but I'm just trying to. I wasn't trying to be shitty. I apologize.
It's so much fun to do. I like asking the DM, like, "Oh, what's this random NPC's name that I will never see again?"
Okay.
I just start getting really good at just coming up with names because
It was.
I have
so
them
much
written
fun.
down. I have them written down from when you guys went, in case you asked what their names were, but you never do.
I usually ask. I would ask Marcus names of just any stupid NPC that we came across.
Okay.
Excuse me, barmaid. What's your name again?
I have those written down. When we do the pirate campaign, I name the NPCs in advance. No one asks for their name, but I'm always ready.
Sorry. Rant over.
Mental notes: start asking NPCs what their
You don't
names are.
have to, but if it comes up, I'm ready.
Zach, do you know how many times we've said that to each other in this campaign? We're like, we're gonna start asking everyone their names, and then we continually
Then you
never
don't.
do.
Okay.
Well, there was Master Zudan. He was the artist grandmaster. There was Jadine Smoothstone, grandmaster of the sculptors. Turvin was the woodmaster grandmaster, and Renee Nimblefingers was the grandmaster of the tailors. And then obviously Master Deris was the forge master.
All right, so Zudan, Jaden
Yep.
Smoothstone, Turvin, and
Turvin.
Turvin.
Yep.
And Renee Nimblefingers.
Yes.
All right. And are these all people that? Well, we spoke in front of the whole council, right? So we would have met
The whole
them
Senate,
all.
yeah.
Okay.
You've seen them all.
Yes.
You didn't know any of their names.
Right, but we've seen them and they've seen us.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Eric. It's been a long time, and I don't know if we ever really knew their names, but this might help us find if there are any of them surviving. To be honest, is my goal. So.
Well, I sure hope some of them did.
It's like nighttime now, right?
It's pretty late in the evening, yeah.
Okay.
Spend most of your day walking.
We did find the thing that we went looking for.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's good, I suppose.
Yeah.
A little late, but sure.
Yes, but hopefully in the grand scheme of things it does help.
We need to work on their timing.
These things take time.
You also left for like 2 weeks.
Yes. Can you tell us anything about the Sax?
You show it to him.
And I'll present it to him.
He's like, oh wow, can I hold it?
I'll look to Aurelia. Because Aurelia's been the one who's been beating around the bush.
So, Rog said in my head he thinks it's okay. Now he's asking to hold this thing. I'm gonna roll an insight check.
Okay.
All right. Straight roll with 2. Same old, same old.
Gotta be running out of those.
I am. I have 3 left. 3 individual points, not 3 uses.
Right.
and it still didn't matter.
Seems fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he. You're more. Feel free.
Just I'll hand him the axe.
Yeah, he takes it and he just starts to like look over it. He's like, "Oh, the craftsmanship is impeccable. This is a real fine piece of work. I can't even see the seams." And he's like, "And it's so light." And he goes over to like a stone slab and just goes, and it just cuts a piece of the stone off and just, oh, and it's so sharp. Oh, this is truly a king's weapon. He hands it back to you.
I'll take it back.
I was waiting for, and he turns into grass and disappears.
That was my worry as well.
Yeah, just hiding down here with the rest of the craftsmen people
For weeks.
for weeks.
Just in the event that. Plus, I think that I don't know how that magic would work, but if it was grassed and he was abjured, I don't think my sending would have got to him in Eric's place.
True.
Correct.
Now you put that together.
What?
If this wasn't Eric and Eric was dead, your sending spell would have found no one.
Right. Or if he was somewhere else, he wouldn't have been. He wouldn't have led us into this trap.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You know.
It's okay. It's a learning experience.
Trust me, once you start losing characters, you'll find it kind of amusing to walk into traps.
Walked into plenty of traps.
Exhibit A, 10 minutes ago.
Yes.
You're not wrong.
Okay. So, friends, where do we go from here?
Well, apart from the remarkable craftsmanship, is there anything else you could tell us about this axe?
I mean, I don't recognize any of the markings on it.
Fair enough. Well, we've been told that it can banish demons. I haven't had the chance to test that theory.
Well, that's pretty cool. Did they tell you where they got it?
I think it came from the Celestials.
Celestials just gave them an axe? That's kind of cool. I guess.
Oh, right. It was one of a handful of weapons granted during the wars of old.
Oh. Oh, that war.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, wow. And it's been around that long?
It's been kept safeguarded.
I think Rog and I are looking at each other back and forth through this entire conversation. Like, although we both completely trust the guy, right? So we can't really doubt him now.
I trust him.
Yeah.
I can't wait for you guys to wholeheartedly trust the villain.
They didn't even insight check the Dark Wizard.
Yeah. Yep. Well, they just assumed it was
Yeah.
the epitome of evil.
He's called the Dark Wizard. I mean, what else are we gonna do?
I mean, yeah, I can't say I fault him for not trusting anything he says.
Like, I'm not gonna trust the Demon Lord either. Like,
Unless you don't know it's the Demon Lord.
So Eric's
Yeah.
like, are there any more? Could we possibly get more weapons for you guys? Anywhere?
Probably not in time.
Huh. Well, I guess having the one's gonna have to do. Are you any good with that thing?
Honestly, not particularly. It's not my typical fighting weapon.
Hmm. Well, I think I got something that might be able to help.
Um, well, we're looking for all the aid we can receive. What might that be?
Hold on, let me go find it. And I gotta remember what it's called. I think they're gauntlets of ogre strength, or whatever,
Jesus.
or dwarven strength, whatever the one it is that makes your strength like 21.
Oh, I was gonna say gauntlets of ogre strength. Make it 19.
That's pretty good. Can I put them on over my bracers? I guess I could. Probably.
What are you using, bracers of archery or something?
Yeah.
Um, well, the only thing that's coming up is a belt of giant strength. Ah, that's what I was looking for. Okay. Okay. When he comes back, he's holding a thick leather belt, and it's got a belt buckle for the better, like a cowboy belt buckle on the front of it with a face. He's
Does it
like,
say Banff?
no.
Damn.
He's like, here you go. If you put this on, this is a belt of hill giant strength.
And
It'll make you a lot stronger.
on a scale of 10 to 20, approximately how much stronger would it make me?
It gives you a strength of 21.
An 11, perfect.
That's the lowest of the giant strength belts.
Damn.
There's Storm Giant. It goes up to Storm Giant, which is 29 strength.
I was gonna say I think like the highest one is like 29.
Cloud Giant is 27. Those are both legendary. The Hill Giant belt is a rare item, but they go up in rarity from there. So
I do appreciate the gift. Although it occurs to me that Enzo, you may find yourself in close quarters fighting more often than me.
yes, I get up in there and I smash things.
Is the axe a two-handed axe or a one-handed axe?
It's a
It's
one-handed
one-handed.
axe.
Does Enzo have a sword and shield or a great sword? I can't remember.
He's a sword and board.
Lydia Rog, I guess I take your feedback on it, but perhaps since we've gotten another companion.
As long as someone who can actually hold the thing can use it, I won't complain.
I am certainly not fit to wield it.
I think I'd break my arms trying.
Well, I think that's what the belt is for. I appreciate you.
Oh, you want to give me the bar to build? That's so funny.
Out of character. I mean, I suppose anyone who gets the belt right now, it can change hands throughout our
Yeah, even if we lose Enzo, which is inevitable at this point, given our track record,
Yeah, you guys
we'll
are gonna get
up.
you guys are gonna get him killed probably.
So strength of
Here's this gift until you die.
strength of 21. What does that make your modifier? Like
Plus 5.
5. Okay. The belt essentially makes it so that any of us could wield the axe in the moment.
Yeah, but proficiency would only be added if you have
proficiency with a battle axe, martial weapon.
So it would probably be better going to either Mordai or the paladin whose name keeps fucking slipping my brain.
I wrote it
Enzo.
down.
Enzo. I'm saying
Enzo.
Ezio from.
It's auditory.
It's funny. I have a different. So my reference is from WWE. There's a wrestler named Enzo Amore, or there was a wrestler named Enzo Amore. So
And we're giving him a belt.
Dude! Alright, well, that's gotta happen.
now I have to show you guys Enzo Amore.
No, I already know what he looks like.
No, but him cutting a promo.
Yeah, too bad he's a piece of shit human being outside of wrestling.
He's gotten better. He's gotten better.
Sure.
Sounds like
but-
you're setting a low bar.
No, that the accusations against him were dropped. Actually,
Sure.
yeah, he had some rough accusations.
Anyways,
Well, you know something I don't know, Ben?
Probably not. I just know that usually when your name's dragged through the mud, it's not so clean.
Well, my name is Enzo Amore, and I am a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that. Anyways,
Enzo,
are you a certified G?
I guess I didn't like. Are you both okay with this?
I don't see why not. It's
Uh,
better in
I'm
his
not.
hands probably than mine.
Yes, I'm not fit to wield it.
I'll take
Even
the belt
with that
next.
Belt, I'm afraid I wouldn't use it very effectively.
I will hand the belt next to Enzo.
Okay. He's like, I'll do my best. So the axe, I just hit demons with it?
Yes.
That is
And-
what we've
and
been
he's-
told.
Anything else? Apparently, it works on stone as well.
Although I don't think that we want to be flaunting the axe just yet. Correct, friends?
I say we keep it under wraps. I don't think it's wise if it's known.
Yeah.
I don't think it's wise to have it known that we have it,
Yes.
especially if word reaches grass ears. Then
So I guess only wield it if the situation is dire? Or is there demons involved?
I would say only if Grast is involved.
It seems like an underutilization of our resources, but I will defer to your judgment.
What do you think, Rog? I think it best to not let him know that we have this until the exact right moment.
unless absolutely necessary, I agree.
Maybe a horde of demons?
Very well, I will use my sword. And then when we fight the demon lord, I will hit him with the axe.
You are likely our best chance at accomplishing that task.
I will strive to do my best.
I appreciate Enzo's like contrast to the melodramaticism of the rest of the party. Imagine keeping up that attitude with the other four people just going, yeah, it's great.
Hey, we've been through some shit, man.
I've seen a lot.
Enzo, Arendi has always been dark, but recently he's just getting more and more melancholy. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but he's
More
getting
and more depressed.
I used to just be not forthcoming with information. Now I'm not forthcoming with information and sad.
Perfect
Tony
combo.
Stark and emo.
Well, thank you very much for this great, great gift.
Well, I mean, it's the least I can do. Hopefully, you guys can avenge our people.
We will.
We're gonna do our damnedest.
Rouses,
What should we do now?
I have another question that you may be able to aid us with this. But if I can trouble you, the belt is more than enough. Um, this may not be something you're aware of, but many souls are not
Oops,
leaving
sorry.
the city. Is this anything that you are aware of? That with all this death, people's souls are still being trapped here?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
I just make shit.
That's fair. Have you been harboring anyone who deals with the afterlife or aiding people in passing on? Any clerics, morticians?
Here in the basement?
Yeah. I assume
Uh,
these 20 are from all over the district.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's like 18 of us that are kind of crafters of all different kinds, and then there's 2 wardens. So, I don't think so.
Well, worth a try. Um,
Hmm. Well, at the very least, we've gotten this very generous gift.
At this point, Mordai, with you have the highest passive perception, you begin to smell smoke.
you smell that?
Fucking,
It
I
smells
knew
like
it.
smoke.
To be fair, you guys avoided most of the patrols, but then you got to the shop and screamed at the top of your lungs.
With like a 26 performance too.
Yeah.
You did real good at that scream.
Oh man.
You know, we're just as good as stealth as the future campaign was.
Mm-hmm.
They were good at stealth too.
Oh, is that the robot
Um,
dinosaur campaign?
Yeah, that one.
Am I the only one who smells that? Seems to be getting stronger. Perhaps we should unbarricade the door.
Is there another way out?
He's like, yeah. Well, what's going on?
I smell smoke, and it's possible we were followed.
Oh,
We did our
shit.
we did our best to cover our tracks, I can assure you. But
Well, him and the wardens, they go and start moving stuff out of the way of the door, and they open it up, and smoke billows into the room, and you can see the flames are licking at the top of the stairs. He closes it. He's like, "Well, we're not going out that way." Well, shit.
Is there another way out?
He's like, "Come on," and I'll show you the basement.
That we've already been in, right? Is it going to be the
Yes.
storeroom? Nice walk down memory lane.
What was the name of the? There it is. Yeah, a little walk down memory lane.
Walk down memory lane, indeed.
I mean, considering
So-
there's 2 dead people on the map.
Yep. So the grate here, where the Grixth had invaded the basement, he takes you over to that and moves some stuff off of there because they had barricaded that up just in case there were more creatures. And he's like, "Well, guess we're going down into the sewers."
Oh fuck.
Enzo, you first. I'll follow right behind you.
We love the
He's like-
sewers, right?
He's like, "Very well," and just hops down.
We don't know how far to. Ah. Are you okay?
You hear? And Eric's like, "Well, that's a brave man. He'll be all right." And he hops in too.
Fair enough. I guess I'll go. Yeah, I'll go
You hop
early
in?
on.
Okay.
Yeah, Lazarus could take up the rear, or whomever.
I mean,
The other
it's great.
craftsmen have all just kind of been hopping in here and there between you guys.
And the building is aflame already, so there's no point in covering this exit.
Probably not.
We probably have
I mean, like the
Boergenth.
basement's below ground, so there's a lot of stone work down here. There is woodwork, obviously, but like
Is the door iron?
the door's wood,
Oh.
but the smoke would eventually kill everyone. So you can't just stay down here.
Who would have thought smoking's bad for you?
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, that's what nine. That's not what 9 out of 10 doctors recommended in the 1940s.
All right, yeah, I would just follow down. I don't really see a reason to barricade the sewer entrance after us.
Yeah, Lazarus will be the last one down. He's not worried about choking on the smoke.
Rog, did you say you were hopping in? I didn't catch it if you did.
I didn't say it, but I would have.
Okay.
Somewhere in the middle.
Gotcha. Yep. Grand total of 25 people hopped down the hole. Enzo was first. So when you get to the bottom, Mordai, you come out like you hit like a slide and begin sliding down this pipe, and eventually you come up and like right into like Enzo's arms. He's standing there about knee deep for him in sewer water. Eric's like off to the side already,
Oh,
and he's
thank
like, "There you are, friend!" And he catches each person individually and sets them off to the side so they don't just land into the sewer water.
Impressive feat of strength.
I am much stronger with this belt.
This
It's
is 100% a Boy Scout.
it's so.
I love it.
I agree though, Marcus. It is so refreshing. We're all talking in somber tones, and every time Enzo talks, he's like, "It's great."
We'll get through this. No, we won't.
Hooray!
When I get into the sewer, I would cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay. Enzo pulls out a torch and lights it up. Because he's a human, he cannot see at night.
How tall is Enzo?
6'8".
Okay, all right, okay. For some reason, I don't know. I thought, yeah, okay.
He's huge.
He's a big boy. Like it's hard to sneak around with him because he's big and in plate armor.
Lazarus will take out a torch as well because he can't see in the dark either.
What's the point of all those undead powers? You can't even see in the dark.
He doesn't retain that ability from being an elf
Yeah, unfortunately not.
because he died. So his eyes don't work as well no more.
Because they're blue.
And dabba dee dabba die?
So Enzo's like, which way do we go, friends?
I'll look to our dwarf friend.
Eric's like, well, it depends. Where are we going? What's the target? Where are we trying to get to? Just back up the
First,
street one level. We're trying to go somewhere individual specifically. Like, where are we going?
some of your people can be safe.
Oh boy, out of the district would probably be best.
I was gonna say, I think. Not necessarily the red light district, but that general area seemed okay when we were last there, right?
It definitely wasn't like here.
It
Even
wasn't on
outside the red
fire.
light district was not as bad.
Yeah.
Because the huntsmen have pretty much a standing army that could protect. The craftsmen had a police force that was not designed to fight off assassins.
We do
Well,
have
the-
friends there that may be able to aid you.
And we are relatively close to that quadrant of the city.
There's that damn word again. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. I mean, if the huntsman guild's willing to help, yeah, we'll head there.
Let's do it. I
Yes,
guess.
if you wouldn't mind guiding us, Enzo will follow.
Everyone be very alert. Last time we were in these sewers, it was an unpleasant time.
Is there a way to have a pleasant time in the sewers?
I'm having a grand old time with my friends.
When,
As he picks up Eric and puts him on his shoulder and clanks off down the hall, down the sewer.
I see I stand corrected.
preferably a time with no hydras would be ideal.
Or freaking Tyranids. Because Kruthiks are basically Tyranids.
I don't know. It was really fun being in the hive mind.
You get
That
Zerg
sounded
swarmed.
like a blast.
They did. They got Zerg swarmed. And Arendia connected with the hive mind.
Nice.
I did really well using detect thought. Was it?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
like most things,
you detect thought on a regular soldier Kruthic, and because it's a hive mind, you connected, and it was like it didn't like that very
Yeah,
much at all.
yeah.
I was gonna say, unlike most things that we run into, it didn't like us doing what we were doing.
So you begin the arduous journey through the sewers. Luckily, you don't need to have to be down here for a short amount of time, roughly an hour before you find the exit that is far enough away from the craftsman's area that Eric's like, I think it's safe to go up here. You do not run into any bad things down here in the sewers.
You know, I think after about a half an hour down here, the spell's not quite as overwhelming.
You do get used to it. This is.
Just breathe through your mouth, friend.
It makes me glad I don't have to breathe.
I'm
jealous.
I can't say that I'm unhappy that we haven't encountered anything, but it is disconcerting. From what we know, the magician was creating, his plaything creatures down here in the sewers. So if they are not down here, then where are they now? Is a terrifying
Didn't he say
question.
He got tired of them? Am I remembering that right?
I think he said that he was less focused on them once he knew that Squib was alive.
And he had pets, but he also had a bunch of them at the Huntsman's Guild, so you don't know how many he had.
Well, it's still best to be prepared just in case.
It's possible we killed Many of them.
And the Hydra that we encountered in the basement was under the Huntsman's Guild, right?
It was under the Huntsman's territory, yeah.
In the sewers, yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Because that's where we found the old Huntsman's clubhouse with all the loot and stuff.
I
That
mean,
was the
it
black
wasn't
market.
it wasn't the Huntsman's. It was an old black market.
Hmm. Gotcha. All right. So shall we head back up to the surface?
Enzo douses his torch. I will check. Climbs up the ladder, pops open the thing, sticks his head out. It's very dark up here.
Like nighttime dark, or you can't see anything dark?
Well, I can't see very much, but it looks like nighttime.
Can you see the moon? Or the stars?
Um,
Is there a moon in this world?
I don't.
We're in the lower city.
We're in
I
the
don't
lower
think he's going
city,
to
so
see
the
anything.
sky is very smoggy.
Can you see the smog
Oh, true.
overhead?
I can see a little bit of the torch glow along the streets in the sky.
I think that with all this dialogue, if there was anything out there, we would have been detected. Perhaps you can leave now and we can get out of the sewer.
Ah, of course, yes. Climbs out the rest of the way.
Silly Marcus trying to play this like we're actually playing D&D.
He and you see a rope drops down. He was like, "Tie this around yourself, and I will haul you out."
When it comes to my turn, I will do it.
Some of the people climb up the ladder, and he hauls some of the people out. So, the ones that are weaker.
And we are
Yeah, you find
now...
yourselves on the streets of the Huntsman's Guild territory, quadrant, as it were, roughly in this area,
Oh, okay.
west of the Burnt Forge. But it is getting late, roughly 9 or 10 p.m. in world.
And in world.
I mean,
Well, where I'm
we
at.
have 30 minutes, yeah.
I know, but it's actually like almost 10 o'clock where I'm at.
Yes.
Same. Well, should we...
I think the red light district is west of here.
It should be.
We're likely a few hours away. Do we want to make the trek, or do we want to try and terrify some unsuspecting civilian in the in this area of the city?
I think we should make the trek.
Very well. Let's do it.
Okay. Yeah, takes you about I mean, you're just going normal speed, right? You're not trying to be stealthy.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna keep 20 people under wraps.
Okay. Yeah. You takes you about 2 hours to get there. Getting close to midnight when you arrive at the gate. The huntsman guards are standing there and they recognize you and they're like, hey, what do you guys need? And what's all this?
Refugees from the recent attacks
The crafting district is.
in the crafting district.
It's
Crafting
pretty
dis-
much gone.
Yeah, it's leveled. This is pretty much all that's left. These people.
Oh.
The faceless one seems to have left more corpses than anything.
Okay. You just need to put them up somewhere?
Yeah.
For now, I'm sure they would be willing to. They are skilled at crafting, I'm sure they would be willing to trade services for services.
That they may be able to help with your little hangout that got a little messed up.
It's a little more than a hangout, but okay.
Just immediately disrespecting.
He's not a charismatic person.
Oh, your little boys club.
We will. We'd be looking for lodging for the night for ourselves as well.
Okay. There's not really any place in here for that.
Where's the closest place we can sleep?
There's a couple inns nearby, I think. I'm not entirely sure.
Are you new to the area?
No, but I live here.
By nearby, do you mean within a couple of blocks, or?
I'm not sure. Like I said, I live here in the red light district. So I don't spend a lot of time in the rest of the city.
Okay.
Oh, are there inns or are there not inns?
I think so, yeah.
Is there anyone else that we can ask?
Uh, yeah, I guess. I mean, who do you want to talk to?
Someone who will know the answer to our question.
All right, I mean, I guess head on in, I suppose.
Head on into an inn?
Into the red light district because you're saying you want to talk to somebody else.
Well, this is where Corin's brothel is it not?
In the district, yeah. But you're at the entrance to the district.
No, I'm asking the guard. This is where Corin's brothel is, right?
Master Horn? Yeah, he's got a brothel here. Why?
We spent a few nights. He hosted us a few nights there, with lodging, during the events surrounding the guild headquarters. So, but if I remember correctly, it is quite a bit of ways away from this gate.
Yeah, it's roughly 30 minutes.
Oh, that's not far. Shall we head to the Corin's brothel? I don't know where we're gonna put all of our refugees, but we might at least be able to
Got nowhere else to go.
stay there.
Perhaps.
Hey, screw the refugees. Let's go there.
Hey, let's ask them. Hey, have any of you guys ever been on this side of the lower city and know where an inn is close by chance?
Eric's like, well, generally, we stay out of each other's territories.
Okay.
I want to look around for like a wandering patrol. I'm assuming even the lower city still has guards that wander around periodically.
Nope.
No guards?
There's huntsmen here.
Do
I guess wandering civilians or
Sure. There's people wandering around, yeah.
I'll just wander up to somebody and say, excuse me, do you know where there might be an inn to stay nearby?
I think there's one outside the district.
Which direction might it be?
You just go out the north gate, And I think it's 2 blocks.
Thank you for your time. I guess there's an inn a couple blocks from here.
No, a couple blocks from the gate.
From the northern gate of the city.
Outside the gate, yeah. No, not the northern
Oh.
gate of the city, the northern gate of the district.
Oh, okay. Which is where we're at, right?
Roughly, you guys had said you were starting to walk in.
Um,
Oh.
You guys said you were going to go to Corin's place.
Fine, let's go to Corin's place.
I don't know. You can turn back around.
We're good at doing that.
true.
Well, it's middle of the
That's-
night. We haven't
Yeah,
asked
why don't-
Corin if we can stay at his place, but fuck it, let's just go show up with 30 people.
For being rather presumptuous. And I don't think we have any favors to call with Corin. Perhaps
Nah,
we
he
could
was pretty
split
annoyed with
these-
us last time.
Perhaps we could split these refugees up amongst local inns. Funding might be a concern, but that might be the best option here, rather than presuming Corin's hospitality.
I don't know. Spoiler alert.
Well, if we're already here,
I seem to be getting a mental picture of a map. If I remember correctly.
But there's still another 20 plus minutes from Corin's spot.
Yeah, you are right. It would be presumptuous to show up with all these people. Especially if it's still an operational brothel. Or if it's, again, an operational brothel.
It's very likely he's done some repairs since we've been there. I'll turn to our dwarven friend. Would you feel safe or comfortable holding up in an inn for the time being?
Sure. I mean, as long as we're kind of in this area, we'll be somewhat safe.
Would there be any reason any of you that you can think of that any of you would be hunted down outside of the Craftsman district? Would any of you be of any particular interest to the Faceless Ones?
I don't think so. None of us are really high-ranking craftsmen. We're all good at what we do, but none of us are a grandmaster.
Okay. Then yeah, let's head back, and if we can find one in outside of the red light district, if they can't accommodate everyone, then I'm sure that they will be able to point us in the direction of another close by. Let's head out the north gate and head 2 blocks east.
Come on,
Works for
children,
me.
this way. Everyone travel in pairs.
Hold hands, look both ways before crossing the street.
Timmy, quit pulling Tina's hair.
Yeah, you head a couple blocks east, looking for anything that looks like an inn.
Do we find anything that looks like an inn?
Yeah, you find a down building. It's got the sign It's got a sign on it that's got a raccoon with a question mark above its head.
I already like it.
This raccoon looks very intrigued.
And confused.
I'm confused.
Or
Unbelievable.
he's got a quest for you to turn
I
we kind of do escort these people. I hate escort quests. I don't make.
Lazarus will walk up and knock on the door.
It's an inn. Usually we go in.
Well, I mean,
Is this a
he'll
reception
knock
area?
and then like walk in.
Okay, yeah, you walk inside. The front door is open. There's very low candlelight inside. There's like one candle on a bar, and then like 2 tables that have a single candle in the middle. It's very dim in here.
Yeah, Lazarus just kind of he'll make his way on in and up to the bar, see if
Okay.
anyone's sitting behind it.
Yeah, you approach the bar, and there is a gentleman sitting behind the counter. He's got his like head down.
I will tap him on the shoulder. Is he behind the bar or?
He's behind the bar.
Okay, yeah, no. His head's down. I'll try and get his attention.
Okay.
I just want to see Lazarus in charismatic situations. What the fuck?
Do you try to talk to him? Like what do
Yeah,
you do to get his attention?
He'll walk up, tap him on the shoulder. Excuse me.
I don't think you're tall enough to reach over the bar.
5'9".
He's sitting in a chair on the other side of the bar with his head down.
Oh, I thought he was on the same side of the bar I was. Yeah, no, I'll just kind of. Does he appear to be asleep or is he dead?
Make an insight check.
Rog, as entertaining as this might be, I think Lazarus is just staring at that man. Perhaps you should negotiate lodging?
Hard to tell.
I want to see how this plays out.
I
will walk past Rog
am terrified.
and I will say, "Hello, sir."
No, not you, not the reindeer.
Sorry. What can I do for you, gentlemen?
I have a large group in need of lodging.
Oh, how large are we talking here?
Well, my companions and I would probably be looking for 4 rooms, and then we have a group of about 20 to 25 who probably wouldn't all need their own individual rooms, but what do you have to offer?
I have 4 rooms.
Great. Are there...
Randy, I wouldn't mind sharing a room or just sleeping wherever. I don't need my own lodgings.
I wouldn't mind either for one night at least.
Have you
But I'd
guys
like yours.
forgotten how bougie we are?
I don't think we can afford to be as
If you're
selective
looking
as
for
that.
bougie, not exactly that kind of establishment.
Are there any other inns nearby?
I don't think so.
Well, he's certainly not going to tell us to go take our business elsewhere.
They're still willing to rent out all of your remaining rooms. They just...
That's great.
If we were to do
But-
that, would that change your answer about other inns nearby?
Nope.
Okay. Eric, how many of your crew do you think can successfully share a single room?
Well, I guess it depends on the size of the room.
Hey, sir, how large are these rooms?
Roughly 10 square feet.
Eric, it's roughly 10 square feet.
I mean, with floor space, probably like 5 or 6. Probably most of us sleeping on the floor, but that's what we were doing in the basement anyway.
I'll
Sir,
turn
would you
back
be
to
able...
the
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Marcus.
innkeeper. This may not be usual, but would you be willing to rent out your cellar?
I don't got one.
A cellar.
What about your bar area
Any
here?
Oh, the common room? You
Yeah,
want to rent the whole damn building, huh?
potentially, yes, depending on the expense.
I mean, I don't get a lot of business, so I'd probably be all right with it.
And what would be your asking price to rent the building for the night or potentially multiple nights?
Oh, he kind of looks you guys up and down, and he's like, "Oh, let's set it at 20 gold a night
For the building.
for the whole building."
Sold.
Barter.
He's like,
Seems very reasonable to me, Mordai. I don't understand why you're laughing.
We have to stimulate the economy down here.
Yeah, Mordai wouldn't laugh. Mordai doesn't fucking understand currency. I'm laughing because out of character. Mordai's like, "It's more than I have. I don't have any of the money. However much you're willing to spend." Out of character, I know that's chump change to Arindir. And he's like, "Yeah, here's like 50 platinum. Let's just hold him up for a week, you know?"
It's I do tend to still be carrying around a lot of money.
"Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How have you not robbed him yet, Ben?
I did
Oh, okay. I've
long
been robbed
time ago."
twice in the other campaign.
I got robbed and framed for murder in the same night.
Yes, we did that.
Good God.
The and arrested. Anyways, the
Jack's just really bad with money. All right,
I
especially
would
when he gets drunk.
I would say to Eric, I would be more than willing to put. I mean, we'll obviously have to stay the night, but I would be more than willing to put you guys up for a couple of days here, so that you can get settled in this area of the city. Do you guys have any gold or any currency, or has it all been left behind?
I thought we were taking them to see Rorik.
What?
I thought we were taking them to see Rorik.
Rourke? No, I don't think
What?
so.
No. Did you like space out for the last like 20 minutes?
I thought we were going back to Broken Spirits, but we were just taking forever because we usually walk around in circles a lot.
No, we ended up going to the Puzzling Raccoon, and now we're gonna rent the whole damn inn.
But I think though well, we were just trying to find somewhere to put them, but it seems like they might be relatively welcome here. Upon first conversation with one guard.
Eric's like, well, I don't think between us we got a lot of money. A lot of our belongings we had to leave behind, along with our businesses, which, well, let's be honest, thanks to you guys, is now on fire.
I'm sorry. You sound a little upset.
Yeah, we were fine until you showed up.
They did kind of bring an unwanted attention along this presence.
Common theme among us.
out of character. It's like already as Z snaps it from you did not just
Is he wrong?
He's not wrong, but I'm trying.
just don't like it.
I am proposing this as. I mean, he can hear the conversation I'm having with the barkeep, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess I can't deduce what he might think, but I'm clearly positioning myself to put him and all of his people up here so that they can get. Anyways,
Yes, and you said for a couple days.
yeah. Fucking.
When they've been completely displaced from their homes, with none of their personal belongings.
Yeah, shit moves quick around here. There's a lot going on.
Here, have a couple days. Fend for yourselves. We'll see you later.
Yep. Bye bye.
Well, I'll drop 20 on the on the bar, and I'll say, "We'll, we at least need the place for the night."
All right. Anything else you need from me? There's a good chunk of change.
You got any booze? Do
Yeah, sure.
you have any nice
Doesn't-
booze?
No.
That's the real question right there.
Don't know if you've looked around. We're not exactly in a nice part of town.
You have booze that isn't 90% water.
Yeah, I got booze that's 90% booze. It'll take the shine right off your shoes.
That would actually be impressive. Out of character, that would be impressive for a nice establishment to not water down its liquor.
It's not a nice establishment.
Or for a shitty establishment to not water down its liquor.
It's freaking potato
Yeah, but
vodka.
it still goes further if you put water in it.
Yeah, sure. But it also tastes like rubbing alcohol. I mean,
All true, very true.
they have a hard time selling it. He pulls out a bottle, clear liquid, sets it on the counter. There you go. I'll be in the back if you need me.
Is there anything interesting back there?
My room. And he goes through the door.
I guess I will help them make this place a home for the night. I'll start looking around for any extra pillows or blankets or anything I can find around the place that might
Pillows
be
and
sleep-onable.
blankets, huh? All right, make an investigation check.
Anything other than just the 4 beds that they have, because I don't think they have bedrolls. Nothing.
5?
Nothing here.
You find the beds in the rooms, and they have a blanket and not a pillow.
Well, Eric, I'm sorry to say this, but there's really nothing to sleep on but the floor and the few beds that were mentioned prior.
Yeah, all right. I'm in. We'll make do.
Well, I've done my good deed. I will roll out my bedroll and curl up in it for the night.
What'd you find for pillows and bedrolls?
And nothing. Just mine. Which I'm comfortably in. Just in like the lobby. Just like in a corner somewhere.
You see as Enzo goes off to the side and he pulls out his bedroll and which is bigger than your guys's, and he like lays it down and he's like, "Here, use this for your heads."
What a good guy. I would
Now we find out who's good aligned.
dealing with all these fucking neutral characters. I would find, or Randy would find some time to talk to Rog and say, away from the craftsman, if that's possible with this many people in the small establishment. But
You could probably go confiscate one of the rooms.
and
I was
Only
gonna say,
you
we
could
do
speak
have the rooms.
telepathically.
well, I mean, if I discern that it would be impossible for me to communicate with him without other people hearing, then I would do that.
Okay.
Is that the case?
I mean, most of the craftsmen, the lobby is fairly large, so a lot of them can fit down here. They just assumed you guys were going to take the rooms.
I would not take a room.
Well, I would ask Rog to come to one of the rooms because we have to talk.
Sure. Am I in trouble?
Yes, and you should know exactly what you did, young man.
No, I would just say I was going to put them up for a couple of days, but it doesn't seem like that would be enough for them, based on Eric's reaction.
I don't think anything would ever be enough to replace what they've lost.
I mean, they were already in pretty great peril before we showed up. Blaming their current situation entirely on us, I believe, is a little unfair.
We did fail to kill the Dark Wizard, and we really pissed him off. I don't think it's that unfair.
This was already happening when we... I don't think this was a byproduct of us losing that fight. There's no way all
I got
of
the
this...
impression that it was.
Ben, is my timeline fucked up? Doesn't this seem like it was happening?
Yes, this was happening before you engaged the Dark Wizard. But if you had defeated him, then the faceless ones that were here would not have been a problem anymore.
Oh, so
Anymore.
then it really isn't our fault. We're absolved!
It's a little bit your fault.
If it was happening before us, before we were here, then no, it's not.
It's definitely more than a little bit your fault.
We didn't start it. From the sounds of it.
Oh! You guys didn't show up, recruit a bunch of guilds to help you overthrow the king, and then leave. You didn't do that, right?
We did, but the faceless ones weren't one of them. We didn't do anything with
Exactly.
them.
So
That's kind of silly.
wait,
be honest.
was it because... I mean, we're going down a huge rabbit hole here, but because we recruited some of the guilds, then the Dark Wizard was tipped off and is mad about it?
Yes.
Okay. Or sees this as a threat or something? Or sees the guilds that we recruited as a threat because they're unionizing? Something like that? Okay.
And you were killing his pets, and
we were doing that.
We were doing that.
He wasn't happy about it, so he ruined your plans because he could.
That's fair.
That's so petty. Huh.
But the burnt forge getting burnt down, I think, was probably an unavoidable thing from happening. Eventually, they would have been detected, and they would have been followed and burned down.
Are your cats on a murder spree again?
No, that's a 2-year-old. Fine, this time.
On a murder spree?
He's on the murder spree.
He's on a murder spree. He'd fit in great with this party.
He would. Especially if Harold were still here.
We don't even need Harold.
Yeah, Harold was messed up, but Erendia was the first to go on a murder spree for funsies.
Oh, the murder spree. I thought you were telling us that we had the cognitive level of a 2-year-old.
I mean, you're not wrong, but
I thought you were saying, yeah, he'd fit in great. You guys make decisions like a toddler.
No, mostly the murder spree, because we were like, oh, he's on a murder spree.
I can't tell if he's waking up or not. Okay, I'm going to be a little bit quieter. So, okay, but yeah, this conversation. So, didn't what do you think? I mean, we can afford to put them up for more than a couple of nights, but fuck if he didn't
How
sound
much was it for
ungrateful.
1 day?
20 gold to rent the entire building. I mean, we can put them up for a significant amount of time, but I mean, fucking that.
I can give him 2 months. I can give him more than 2 months. I don't know what would be right. Nothing will replace what they lost, like I said before. But we can't just do nothing either.
Yeah. Like you said, nothing. I mean, that whole area of the city is going to be, you know, destroyed for months, most likely. That's the amount of havoc that's been caused is the recovery time is going to be significant. Not to mention the fact that 99% of the residents of that area are all dead. So most of the craftsmen are gone. So, I mean, I would think that they would want to assimilate into this area of the city, but we can't tell them what to do. But we have to at least give them the opportunity to do that, especially considering that guard made it sound like perhaps they would be relatively welcome in the red light district. I don't know. Do you want to offer a month?
Sure. Yeah.
Well, you said you could do 2. What
Doable.
would 2 be? 2 would be 1,200 gold. 30 times 20 times 2.
Yeah. And we could do. I could do significantly longer than that, but I don't know how much they need to get back on their feet.
I mean,
so to
let's
speak.
let's offer them a month to start. Like, I think that's very generous. We didn't cause this directly.
Yeah.
You want to split it?
Sure. So
I
how
think
much?
I think life is going to start getting very expensive if we want to be able to deal with all of these problems that we're having.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see a way around it.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be
Chaos and destruction seems to follow us wherever we go. And if we have the means to help, I think we should.
yeah. You want to each offer that guy 300 gold. That should be
Yeah.
enough for 30 days. 600 gold, 30 days.
That works for me.
All right. Um, you want to go together?
Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
We head back to the bar.
Okay. He's not there.
Bro,
Hey,
we're
in
trying to give the guy money. He's nowhere to be found.
He went into his room. He said that he'd be in his room if you need him, which
Okay.
was behind the bar.
Tell me I still have mage hand. I mage hand and knock on his door.
Okay. The door swings open. Bah! Yeah.
Can we trust you to your word if we were to pay for some time for all of these people to rent your entire building and if we were to leave?
You want to just buy it?
I am intrigued.
Here's where we become adventure
We're-
capitalists instead of an adventure party.
We're gonna settle down, start a business.
The end of the world, fuck it. We'll profit from it with all the people who need homes. Goodness.
I will ask. I mean, I know you're here running the place, but do you own it?
Yeah.
How much would you
Think
like?
I'd be here if I didn't own it? Shit.
I mean, you could be making a wage. How much would you like?
Well, you guys seem pretty well off. It's about 1,000 gold.
I'm not as well off as you might think. I'm gonna look at Rog to see his reaction. I don't know if Rog has any interest in this kind of business venture, property acquiring situation.
I think we have bigger fish to fry than buying an inn.
I mean, you could buy it and then just give it to the dwarves to live in for now.
So Rog seems uninterested.
A little bit.
Okay. How's about 750?
Make a persuasion check.
Haven't gone to sleep yet, right? So last time I'm able to do this today. Great roll, persuasion. Fuck, plus 10, I got 14.
Oof.
About 950.
Do you have how about I'm gonna reach into my pack and grab the emerald and ruby that I have left and say, how about these and 700?
He looks at him and he's like, gold's worth more to me. Don't really have a place to sell those.
Well, that's really all I have to offer that's valuable. Can we meet in the middle again at 850?
No. You rolled a 14.
What about 9?
$9.50.
$9.25.
Do you?
Make a persuasion check, Rog.
That's how you do it already.
He's like, fair, $9.25. We'll call it a deal.
Are you selling it to him?
I'm negotiating for you, brother.
What'd you say?
I'm negotiating for you. He wasn't budging from $9.50 until I said something. I got you a 25 gold discount on this inn.
Dude, with a 28, if you had asked for $7.50, he probably would have gone for it.
9.
That's double Orendia's roll.
Yep.
9.25 it is.
And he's like,
Is platinum any good to you down here?
Yeah, money's money.
Well, I wasn't sure. I know that sometimes large quantities of currency can be dangerous around down here.
yep.
Okay. You sure you can keep yourself safe with this much carrying around this much cash?
Sure.
Do you have like a deed or something or anything, or is this gonna be like a handshake property turnover?
I've got a paper.
Can I see the paper?
Can I
Sure.
roll an insight check and see if this guy's legit?
Yeah, go ahead.
Damn it.
15. He seems pretty on the level.
3 days later, the landlord shows up.
That's what I'm worried about.
He goes back into his room, comes back out with a piece of parchment, sets it on the counter. There.
I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna take out my eyeglass
Okay.
and review the piece of parchment.
It's not magical.
Fuck! I knew you were gonna say it's a piece of parchment. I had to at
It's
least.
a piece of parchment. It's not magical. What do you want from me?
I know, but I had to try because I know I'm gonna roll shit on my insight check on this legit checking the parchment. Can I investigate this thing for legitimacy?
Sure.
Insight or investigation?
Investigation.
14.
You have no idea.
Okay.
It looks real,
Okay.
but you also have no idea what a real deed looks like, as you've never owned a home before.
Yeah.
Except for like the 3 days you had one in Sevicern.
It would be 92.5 platinum, right?
Yes. 92 platinum and 5 gold.
92 platinum and 5 gold. 10. No. I will hand him the money.
Okay. He quickly scoops it into a bag. He reaches out and shakes your hand, and he's like, "Yep, it's all yours."
Any
Good, now get out of my inn.
I mean, I didn't have a home inspector come through or anything like that. Are there any problems with the property that I should be worried about?
Yep. And he turns and walks out.
So you're a homeowner now.
Business owner.
Business owner.
Business owner.
You can write that you have the deed to the puzzling raccoon in the
Isn't-
lower city of Vilgan.
Unexpected turn of events.
Yep.
Oh wonder what the taxes are going to be like.
Well, I will find Eric.
Okay.
Oh, I just realized it's 10:41. Oh shit. That,
Yeah, we got past a little bit, but
yeah. All right, my bad.
you were negotiating.
I'll find Eric, and I will say, well, I own this place now.
Oh, all right.
So you guys are free to stay here as long as you'd like.
Do you want us to try to
Uh,
clean this place up a little bit?
I would appreciate if you got it, used your skills as craftsmen to renovate or at least stabilize the place. Renovate would be great, but get it so that it's not falling in on itself would be the initial goal.
Sure.
Um,
I know you're letting us live here, but do you have a little bit of coinage so we can buy materials to fix the place up?
yeah, I'm gonna have to.
We don't really got a lot of money to just spend on the place, and anything like that's gonna cost.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to get the job priced out by a couple of different contractors. So I'm just kidding.
I mean, these are probably the best contractors you're going to be able to find.
We have practically dwarven slave labor.
Well, I mean, he's like one of 3 dwarves. There's
Oh,
all different kinds of people: half elves, halflings, regular elves, a Goliath here and there.
we have multiracial slave labor.
Yes,
Yeah.
skilled craftsmen.
the best kind. No reparations when there isn't only one race. The I would say the what do you think it might cost to get this place? So if I'm going to be investing in it, I want to invest well. So what do you think it would cost to get this place like a shining part of this area of the city?
Well, I guess it depends on what you want to do. Because I mean, I got a couple of really skilled craftsmen here, a couple really skilled masons. We could make this one of the nicer buildings in the area really quickly, and we could actually make it bigger. I don't know if that's of interest to you. We could expand your business, make it, more rooms, make it look nicer. It depends on how much you want to put into it. We can do all that sort of stuff, and it'll give my guys something to do, keep their minds off of all the loss recently.
I know that you're all craftsmen, but can you think of anyone amongst your group that might be interested in operating the business once it's all renovated?
Oh well, I mean, most of us had a hand in our own businesses. I mean, I own the Burnt Forge.
Yes, but this is going to be an inn most likely, and that's a far cry from a forge. As far
Oh,
as
I mean, it's not so different. The running the business is pretty similar.
I guess
You have a product and you sell it.
I suppose my question is, can you think of anyone in your group that would be satisfied with going from being a craftsman to being an innkeeper? Is my question.
Well, I mean, I got pretty thick skin. It wouldn't bother me none, especially if you're just letting us stay here.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind running the place and cleaning it up if you want to pay for it. It gives us work to do.
yeah, let's do it. How much?
Well, like I said, what are you looking to do? You said you want it to be a nice part of this town, attract people in. We can do that. But like I said, we could expand it, make it bigger, make it be real noticeable.
Give it the works.
The works. Just to be safe, I'd say about 1,000 gold.
Here's
Johnny.
here's 1100.
He's like, all right, we will make this place as nice a place as you've seen down here in the lower city.
And can you have a bit of a focus on security as well?
Sure.
Cool.
Well, we're right next to the Huntsman Guild. We can talk to them.
Yeah, if it's going to be a place that looks like it's valuable, it's going to need to be secured.
Sure.
Okay.
And I'll make sure that we put up some flyers out by the northern entrance, so people know that we're here and it's a nice place to stay.
Cool.
And I appreciate this. I really do.
And now we have a base of operation. I now have somewhere to cast hollow.
And it's prime real estate. It's right next to the red light district.
And it's going to be super nice. And it's going to generate revenue. We are
Eventually, it'll pay for itself.
adventure capitalists now.
Dude, I can't believe this is how this session has gone.
It only
Oops, I did not mean to click on
till level 11 before you guys decided you wanted to buy a business and try to make profits.
that. Yeah, I think once this place is all up and nice, I'm gonna cast hollow on it.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
I'll look
But
at Rog and be like, I can see that you're apprehensive.
I am just wary.
I don't plan on becoming. I mean, I guess I technically did just become a businessman, but I don't plan on becoming a businessman.
I have no problem with businessmen. I don't want our interests to be too
Split.
diluted.
As far as I'm concerned, this is Eric and his crew's base of operations. If we come back to it and there is funds to be gained or collected from it that are waiting for us, then so be it. But I won't be paying it mind as we try to save the fucking world.
Yes, save the world is numero uno, probably.
We have bigger fish to fry. This will just be a safe place for us to come and talk.
I like the world. Where I keep my stuff.
Mordai doesn't have any stuff.
No, Mordai doesn't have any stuff. Mordai doesn't give a shit.
To be fair, you kind of keep all your stuff on your person.
Well, Mordai does give a shit, but like, not because his stuff is here. It's just what he do.
That's what he do. All right. Well,
Oh,
that's a
sorry
good
for
place
making
to
that
stop.
go 20 minutes over. My bad.
Not how I expect